How y'all doing?
Doing good.
So, I have to tell you a little story before we start. In 19, I was standing on the Grand Ole Opry stage, and I was about to make my solo debut on the Grand Ole Opry. And my mom and dad had flown from Del Rio, all the way from Del Rio up to Nashville. And we're standing in the wings. I mean, there was right where that wall is, And so I was a little nervous and I was all excited. And this was back when the opera was broadcast every Saturday night on television. And so we were getting ready to go on, and the guy was saying all kind of nice things about my songwriting, and Foster and Lloyd, the band that I'd been in, and all that kind of stuff. And he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome making his Grand Ole Opry debut, Randy Forrester." And I'm having a panic attack on national television. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but my album's coming out in a month, and I want everybody to go to the Radney Foster bin, not the Randy Forrester bin. I don't even know who that guy is. And so I did what I'm about to do, and we played this song because it was the one that was screaming up the charts. And the guys in my band came up to me after the show and said, "Boss, that was so cool. We need to do that every night." So I used this song as my opener for the last 30 years. So here we go. My name is Radney Foster, and I'm from Del Rio, Texas. Just call me lonesome, heartbroken and some, 'cause I ain't got no one since you've been gone. You call me baby, now I've got a new name. I don't need my old one, call me lonesome from now on. You used to call me your one and only, but now you only call me someone you once knew. You were my angel before some stranger stole your heart, stole my world when he stole you. So just call me lonesome, heartbroken and some, 'cause I ain't got no one since you've been gone. You call me baby, now I've got a new name. I don't need my old one, call me lonesome from now on. I see you with them and fall apart again, remembering when I was the only man you needed. We've said forever we'd be together. He came between us, and now forever lies in pieces. So just call me lonesome, heartbroken and some, 'cause I ain't got no one since you've been gone. You call me baby, I've got a new name. I don't need my old one, call me lonesome from now on. I don't need my old one, call me lonesome from now on. Thank you. Foster running around playing that song. But I wrote this song with a buddy of mine several years back. This is I was producing the second Randy Rogers Band record, and so we had written it, and he was an artist too, and I was trying, I said, man, I don't want to flip a coin or nothing, and I know you got, a record coming up that you're thinking about. I said, but would you mind if I, sent this to the guys in the Randy Rogers Band? I think it's perfect for him. He goes, I think it is too, man. He said, but, yeah, let's just see what he says. And so I called up Randy and I told him I was going to send him a song, and he was kind of hemming and hawing. He's like, I don't know if I want to do an outside song this time. It's like I do. And I was like, well, that's fine. Just give it a listen. Let me know. And so this was back when you can just send something on your phone. You had to actually go burn a CD. I actually went in the studio, to record it really nicely with my acoustic guitar, burned a CD, put it in an envelope, mailed it, And so about 2 weeks later, I get, and technology was not that you could actually, see somebody's name on your phone, but I had memorized his phone number. I can't tell you what it is now. But I was like, oh, that's Randy calling me. And so I picked up the phone, and it was nothing but this string of cuss words. Not hello, not how are you doing, but it had a lilt. I mean, it was like Shakespeare. It was just awesome. And I said, what have I done this time? He said, I'm gonna cut the hell out of that song, but I'm just hacked off at you because you wrote it without me. I said, well, let's see if it works. And it did, so I think they play it every night these days, so. Sailors sail, cowboys ride, lovers love when they get the chance. Take it slow, down the lights, soft and low, and let the shadows dance. Baby, don't hold back, kiss me in the dark, roll me through the night. Oh man, I can never let me go. Hit me with your heart till the morning light. Let your skin talk to my soul. Kiss me in the dark. Strip away everything. Tonight there's nothing getting in our way. Ties that bind, weird and wise, take 'em off and leave 'em all outside. Lock it all outside. Kiss me in the dark, roll me through the night. Oh man, like you never let me go. Hit me with your heart till the morning light. Let your skin talk to my soul. Kiss me in the dark. Without a single word, baby, we can say so much. Reveal everything with just one touch. Kiss me in the dark, roll me through the night. Oh man, I can never let me go. Hit me with your heart till the morning light. Let your skin talk to my soul. project, well, not my latest, I have other things going on, I'll tell you about that in a little bit, but my last project was an album of 10 songs, which is not unusual, but it also had a book of short fiction and to go with it, so there's a short story for each song on the album, and we sold so many last night that we only have 5 left. But I've autographed all of them, and they're for sale over there. And you can blame Huntsville for buying everything, which is a really good problem to have. But my wife has written a code on there where you get free shipping, and they come autographed from my site. If I get in front of ESPN, she puts books in front of me to sign. So it'd be the same amount of money. You don't have to pay shipping or any of that kind of thing. And so, please help yourself. And it's the honor system over there, and several ways to pay. But this is the title cut off of it, and it's called For You to See the Stars. Grandpa sold the house because the business failed. He said rock bottom is just solid ground to start again. When life ain't nothing like a fairy tale, you just gotta work and hope and pray and say amen. It's gotta get dark enough to see the stars shine like diamonds on black velvet. Love is just a word until you felt it, even when life falls apart, strong enough to break your heart. It's gotta get dark enough for you to see the stars. Darkness fell on me when I lost my dad. Girl, you were the light that got me through. You walked right beside me down that road to hell and back. In that midnight hour I fell in love with you. It's gotta get dark enough for you to see the stars shine like diamonds on black velvet. Love is just a word until you felt it, even when life falls apart, strong enough to break your heart. It's gotta get dark enough for you to see the stars. Staring at the sky tonight, never felt so alive. Sometimes the lights have to go out for you to see what life's about. It's gotta get dark enough for you to see the stars move you like a work of art, strong enough to break your heart. It's gotta get dark enough for you to see the stars. See the stars. For you to see the stars. See the stars. Thank you. I've got this buddy who, several years back was riding a lit rocket into what they call country music stardom, which is it's harder than it looks. But he had broken out here in Texas, and they were trying to break out nationwide. And he had been on a bus touring like crazy for 2 weeks, and they stopped in Nashville just so he could write songs with me for one day. And I went and picked him up at where they had the bus park by the, I think they were coming from like Maine or someplace. And so he got in my car, and we drove to my house, and we were talking, and he looked completely exhausted, just crazy exhausted. And he said, man, we get home, and I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at home with my wife, and then I'm gone for another 2.5 weeks. And he said, I don't know what we want to write, but I just want to write something that tells her how much that means to me, those 3 days mean to me, and how much I love her. And I was like, okay, cool, man, let's do that. So we get to my studio, and I said, man, I could get you a cup of coffee, and we could start writing, or you want to take a nap? And he's like, I could do that? Yeah, man, you can take a nap. It's like, okay, just like a 20-minute power nap, man. And I was like, yeah, I got it. The couch is here. Here's a pillow. Here's a blanket. And I said, I'll wake you up in a little while, and I went upstairs, and my wife was in the kitchen doing paperwork. She said, aren't you supposed to be writing songs with Pat? And I said, yeah, he's gonna sleep for a while. She's like, you want me to wake him up? And I was like, nope. So I went to check on him at noon. I mean, he was out, just out. And I wrote a note that said, hey man, when you wake up, let's write that idea you had. And so about 2:30, I heard him rumbling around. I heard a guitar starting to strum. And I went down there with one of mine, and this was the first thing we wrote. So. Wake up, what you been dreaming about? I ain't got a lot to say, but I can talk to you for hours. The way you talk, the way that you breathe, the way that you feel it moves into me. I wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. 'Cause I got 3 days to wash the road out of my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime to hold on to you this way. 'Cause love could do some healing in just 3 days. Hold me and help me understand why on earth I have to be such a foolish man. Dream the dreams I dream, live the way I do, so far away from you. Oh, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. 'Cause I got 3 days to watch the road out of my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime to hold on to you this way. 'Cause love can do some mean wrote out my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime to hold on to you this way. Love could use me just 3 days. Thank you. So, sometimes it's good to meet your heroes, sometimes it's not. I got to meet one of mine, and it was actually a really great moment, and his name is Jimmy Webb. And some of you are going to know what that name means. Some of you aren't, but I can guarantee you know his songs. And I was getting an ASCAP award for a song that I had written that had become a hit for somebody else. And he was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. And so I got somebody to introduce us, and I met him, and he was super nice. And I told him that this next song that I'm about to do was my favorite song that he'd written. And he said, you know, there's a funny story about that song. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, after I wrote By the Time I Get to Phoenix for Glenn Campbell, Glenn called me back up and said, man, I need you to think about a destination again, man. You need to write another destination song and let me sing it, because we could maybe, you know, strike lightning twice. And he said, yeah, I thought about it. I said, yeah, that's a good idea, man, I'll do it. And he said, so I thought, you know, I don't want to write a whole song if Glenn's not into where it's going. And, you know, 'cause who else is going to do it if I'm tailoring it to him? Nobody else is going to sing the song. And so he said, I wrote 2 verses, and I wrote a note to him and said, hey, man, if you dig this, I'll write a bridge and another verse, and you guys can cut the song. And so Glenn paid no attention to the note at all. And 2 weeks later, he calls Jimmy back up, and apparently he's holding a phone in the studio up against the speakers, and this entire orchestrated, full band and full orchestra, glorious record is, you know, going into the phone. And Jimmy goes, what is that? And Glenn's like, man, that's your song. We cut it today. And Jimmy goes, no, you can't. It's not finished. And Glenn goes, it is now. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita lineman still on the line. You know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. Wichita lineman still on the line. and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Thank you.
Would you like some wine?
No. I'm good. You want me to hit the good notes, sir? Jimmy's a marvelous songwriter and a genius in my book, but he also is just an Okie. So he, when you get an ASCAP award, they give you a medal around, you get this gold medal and it's on a nice, pretty ribbon, and it's actually plastic, but it's the thought that counts. And so he just reaches over across and flips my medal up and goes, "What's that for?" And I said, "Well, actually, it's for a song that I could never have written had I not paid attention to yours, because it has all these chords that you're not supposed to use in country music, and it's got some images that you're not supposed to use in country music, and yet it's still a country song." And it was a big old hit for Keith Urban. So, and with all due respect to Keith, I love his version, and I'm so happy that he did really incredible things for my family. But this is the West Texas version right here. That ticks just like a timex, never lets upon you. You said life was easy, the job is never through. Hit her honest till we're ragged, hit her hard in our hearts. Love could use a day of rest before we both start falling apart. Pray that in the rain on Sunday, storming like crazy, we'll hide under the covers all afternoon. Maybe whatever comes Monday, take care of yourself, 'cause we got better things that we can do when it's raining on Sunday. Your love is like religion across in Mexico. Your kiss is like the incense of a prayer nailed to the door. I surrender is much sweeter when we both let go. Let the water wash our bodies clean and love wash our souls. Y'all, this next song changed my life. I wrote it with my good friend Darden Smith, who's from Plano, Texas.
Yeah.
Right over that way. And I think it really changed both our lives. The military make flights to bring their fallen brethren home called angel flights, and they hold that duty sacred. And we got tasked with writing this song, and I was just fortunate. I really felt just fortunate. Really, he got tasked, and I just felt really fortunate that he asked me to help him write it. And I knew that the minute that we wrote it that I wanted to record it, and it went on with a revival record, and it has not only touched so many lives, but it's put me in touch with so many lives of families that I would never have known about, and that I love and adore. And it's given me the opportunity through songwriting with soldiers to write with veterans returning from foreign wars with wounds both seen and unseen, which is the coolest way that I ever get to give back. So, this is Angel Flight. Leave this world and live in the sky. I left to see 130 out of Port Worth town. I go up some days I don't want to come down. I fly that plane, call the angel flight. Come on, brother, you're with me tonight. Between heaven and earth, never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, I'm taking you home. I love my family and I love this land. But tonight this flight's for another man. We do what we do 'cause we heard the call. Some gave a little, but he gave it all. So I fly that plane, call the angel flight. Come on, brother, you're with me tonight. Between heaven and earth, never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, I'm taking you home. Come on, brother, I'm taking you home. Well, the cockpit's quiet and the stars are bright. It feels kind of like church in here tonight. It don't matter where we touch down. On the angel flight, it's sacred ground. I fly that plane, call the angel flight. Got a hero riding with us tonight. Between heaven and earth, never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, I'm taking Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Pray for our brothers and sisters who are overseas. So, this is that book of short fiction. This is my beat up work copy that I've torn the heck out of. But, the cool part of writing short fiction is that you get to make up shit. But the other cool part is that you get to take pieces of your own life or some piece of reality that really means something to you and hide it in there, and put it in there. And I think that often that's what makes it real, so I'm about to reveal that these next two little paragraphs are absolutely the gospel about my growing up. So, and it's my book, so I can put that in there. So. Growing up in my family, the thing that bound us together more than anything else was music. Music was sacred. We sang in church on Sunday, and that brought comfort, but the music on summer nights brought joy. Fireflies came out at sunset like magic and lit up our backyard. Daddy and his friends were playing music on the back porch, and the lightning bugs were the light show. The music, the laughter, homemade ice cream, and a mason jar full of glowing bugs meant that all was right with the world. The circle of wood, wire, and voices on our back porch that filled the air on any Saturday night worth remembering shaped and molded me from a boy to a man. It taught me empathy, faith, profanity, manners, the love of brown whiskey, and the chorus to Long Black Veil. If I close my eyes on my own back porch, strumming a beat-up Gibson flat top, I'm instantly there again, standing on my mama's toes to dance with her before falling asleep to guitars, mandolins, and voices in harmony. A handful of years later, my father would help me put my fingers on the frets. After a while, I was allowed to join the circle on that porch with my own guitar. I wrote this with a buddy of mine from Colorado who grew up the exact same way. And we were drinking coffee one morning and we said, I don't know that the shows ever got any better than they were on our dad's back porches. And I said, well, that's what we're writing today. It's called The Greatest Show on Earth. Supper and barbecue, a cooler full of beer wine for soda stews. Kids chasing fireflies with no shoes. Saturday sundown, mama hollering, y'all wash shoes. That brace with your cornbread crust, don't drink from daddy's Dixie cup. All the guitars are coming out, those cedar planks rattle and moan, rock and roll to a country song. Sunburst flat top, hand-me-down mandolin. Sometimes they have the chords half wrong. We laughed and cried, sang along. Family, friends, harmony, goosebumps on my skin. Can't put a price on what those nights were worth. Was the greatest show on earth. Circle be unbroken. Grab a part if you know one, or clap along instead. Son, if you want to touch a guitar, ask. Sister's sleeping and ain't kids laughing. I'd shake it like Elvis just to make them laugh. Before I went to bed, those cedar planks rattling, moan, rock and roll to a country song on a couple of sunburst laptops. Sometimes they had the chords half wrong, but we laughed and cried, sang along. Family, friends, harmony, and goosebumps on my skin. Can't put a price Thank y'all so much. We'll take a little break. Y'all get refreshed, and we'll be back.